Hi and welcome to today's Pilates class. So today we have got a glute workout and I'm going to explain different bones that you can hold in a certain position to help to activate your stomach and activate your abs to keep the weight off of your spine. So if you just follow that cues, those techniques, it helps a lot. So I hope you enjoy. Right, we will begin on our hands and our knees. And we're going to come down onto your forearms. So your elbows down to the ground, elbows underneath the shoulders, and you're looking at the floor. So here, if you can pull your bottom ribs in just a tiny bit until you get an ab grip, then tuck your tailbone the teeniest bit until you get a lower stomach grip. That is us. We keep that sensation on the whole time. Now we're going to straighten the right leg behind you, tuck the toes into the floor and feel that the full of your leg is looking straight down at the ground. Now lift the heel up into the air, keeping the ab grip on and keeping your toes, your thigh looking straight down at the floor. Now tap the ground with the toes as you breathe in and lift the leg up, with the front of the leg looking straight down. Don't let it look to the side. It will try to, because that makes it lazier, but we need to try to keep the leg looking at the floor. So exhale up, inhale down. Your spine is nice and long. You've got equalish weight on the arms, and that ab grip tries to stay on. Last one. Good, we change it into a donkey kick. So we take the leg up into the air with the knee bent. So here, focusing on your thigh looking at the ground. You might need to slightly push your right hip bone down towards the floor to stop it looking at the side of the room. So you bring your knee down, breathing in. Then you lift your knee up with your hip bone and your thigh looking down. We've got 5. How's your ab grip? Are your ribs still in a wee bit? Your tailbone still tucking that tiny bit? 2 to go. Equal weight in the arms, long neck. Amazing, we switch sides. Bring that knee down. Straighten the left leg behind you. Your ab grip is on. Your neck is long, and start to lift that left leg up with the toes, with the thigh looking down. The toes come down, we breathe in. The leg lifts as we breathe out. Squeeze your glute while keeping that ab grip on. Inhale to tap, exhale to lift. So what does tend to happen is when the leg lifts up, the ribs will stick out. And it just makes it easier for the glute. But we want it to be tough for the glute. So the more you can keep your ribs in, keep that grip on, the more effective it is. Last one. Now we change it into a donkey kick. So bend your knee, take your knee high to the sky. Your knee, your thigh looks down. You might need to push the left hip bone down and you keep the ab grip on. Ribs in, tail tucking. Tap the floor with the knee, breathe in. Lift the knee high, breathing out. Knee down, knee up. The thigh looks straight down, the hip looks down. The ab grip stays on. You look at the floor. I know, there's a lot going on. But this is what brings awareness to our bodies. Last one. Nice, knees together. Have a wee rest. Have a wee breather. 2 deep breaths, and then we'll do a couple more exercises on both legs. So it's short and sweet today. We're just getting used to positions of the bones. That's just how I like to teach. It's a bit easier for me to get it, to understand it. So from here, we'll go straight into the legs. So we'll come down onto our left forearm and we'll keep our right palm on the mat to create a boxed arm position. You're going to lift your right knee to the side, nice wide, nice high leg to create a hydrant position. Your belly button faces the right side of the room. It's not looking at the floor, it's looking to the side. So as you bring your right knee down slowly, keep your belly button facing the right side of the room. Don't let it fall to look to the floor. Keep your right hip higher than the left. Now lift the right knee back up, nice and slow, breathing in. And bring the knee down, but your belly button stays facing the side of the room. Your right knee hangs in the air. Lift your knee up, breathe in. Bring it down super slow, breathe out. Last one, lift the knee high, breathing in. Bring it down super slow, breathing out. And now we add to it. Lift your knee nice and high. Bring your knee towards your elbow, but stick your tailbone out slightly. Then take your knee back to hydrant, nice and high. Now extend the leg straight behind you. Bring the knee to hydrant so it's nice and high. Then bring it towards your elbow, sticking your tailbone out slightly, keeps the hips stacked. Knee to hydrant, then leg straight. Good, just one more. Bring the knee towards your elbow, but keep the knee nice and high. Now straighten the leg behind you. And bring the knee down. Have a wee rest. And then we'll switch sides. So this time, we bring our right forearm down and our left palm is on the mat. You're going to lift your left knee wide to the side as high as it can go until your belly button faces the side of the room. Make sure there's still weight on the left palm and it's not all leaning into the forearm. So now, bring the knee down, but don't let your tummy drop. Keep it facing the side. The knee goes high, there's a lot of weight in your palm. The knee comes down. Inhale, knee high. Exhale, the knee comes down and it just hangs in the air. 2 to go. Last one. And now we add to it, I know, but we're nearly done. Take your knee high to hydrant and bring the knee closer to your elbow, but stick your tailbone out. That'll stretch your glute. Now take your knee to hydrant, then straighten the leg behind you. Really nice. As you exhale, bring your knee to hydrant, then knee to elbow, but stick your tailbone out. Then hydrant, then straight. 2 to go. Exhale, hydrant, knee to elbow, stick the tailbone out. Inhale, hydrant, leg straight. Exhale, hydrant, knee to elbow. Inhale, hydrant, leg straight, and knee down. Oh my goodness. I just done this class, so my glutes are sore. We'll come down into a wee child's pose and we'll breathe 2 deep breaths. So last wee part here, we're going to lie on your side, doesn't matter which side. And we're going to straighten the arm that's underneath your head, just have it straight with the palm down. Your body's at the back of your mat, bottom knee's bent, top leg is straight, and the top hip bone is pushing away from you to create a strong stomach. We need to keep this strong stomach on as we're moving so the weight stays off our back and it stays in the stomach. So I just have my free hand on the ground. As we swing the leg in front of you, you want to pull your hip back as well as pushing it down. So the top hip pulls back and down. And then point and swing the leg behind you and keep the hip pushing away while your ribs pull in, so pull those bones in. Swing the leg in front of you while the hip pulls back and down. Then swing the leg behind you while the rib bones pull in. So So this will keep our stomach strong as we move. Inhale, swing in front, hip away. Exhale, swing behind, ribs in. 2 to go. Doing really good. Last one, swing in front, pull the hip back and away, and swing behind. Keep the hip long as the ribs are in. Awesome, switching sides. You can either face away for the camera or pop your head at the other side of the mat. So the arm underneath your head is nice and straight, bottom knee's bent, top leg is straight, your free hand's just on the ground. The top leg straightens, the top hip reaches far away from you to engage your stomach. Then we flex your foot and swing the leg in front of you, the hips pushing away as well as slightly pulling back. Then we swing behind, and the ribs need to stay in to keep the stomach on. If they stick out, your stomach will get really soft. Swing in front, the hip needs to push away and pull back to keep the stomach on. And swing behind, the ribs stay in. Nice, we've got 3 to go. Inhale, swing in front, the hip pulls back. Exhale, swing behind, the ribs pull in. The hips always long. Inhale in front. Exhale back, ribs in. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And rest. That is us. Nice, short and sweet. Maybe just coming up for a wee second, taking a few deep breaths before you head off. Moving your shoulders, moving your neck. And we'll finish with one big breath together, reaching your arms up to the sky, breathing in. And hands to heart, breathing out. Well done, give yourself a clap. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.